break a perfectionism-procrastination connection. Learn to overcome perfectionism and procrastination simultaneously. Humorist Walt Kelly titled his book, "We Have Met the Enemy and He Is Us." Kelly was onto something. When perfectionism and procrastination combine, you can be your own worst enemy. By freeing yourself from this complex process, you can better use your time to accomplish more with less stress. Here you'll see a sample of how this process works, a case example, and some ideas for breaking the perfectionism-procrastination connection. What is perfectionism? Is it stretching for excellence in areas of your life that you find purposeful? Is it a pattern of nitpicking, pettiness, defect detecting, and controlling? Do you hold to lofty standards, demand perfection from yourself, and make your worth contingent on meeting these standards? Depending on your definition, it can be any one of the three. All focus on demanding perfection. If you dread the thought of performing poorly and experience anxiety, what you fear is based on what you think of yourself if you fail, or how others may judge you. You see your performances as successes or failures and measures of your personal worth. This contingent worth anxiety thinking is a form of dichotomous thinking. According to this judgmental process, you are a winner or a loser, worthy or worthless, strong or weak. For example, you expect and demand at least a B+ grade. The goal is reasonable. The expectation is not. You get a B and you feel like a failure. In a perfectionist world of fixed convictions, it is not enough to do well enough. You have to do perfectly well. It's not enough to have typical performances, they must be exceptional. When attaining perfection becomes a contingency for worth, it is understandable why anxiety is a common consequence. Perfectionism is a risk factor for performance anxiety and procrastination. You expect a great performance. You have doubts whether you can achieve perfection. You have an urge to diverge and do something less threatening. You wait until you can be perfect. This is an example of a perfectionism-driven procrastination. There are at least 7 operations involved in this perfectionism-procrastination process. Number 1, you hold to lofty standards. Number 2, you have no guarantee you'll do well enough. Number 3, less than the best is not an option. Number 4, as you think of not doing well enough, you feel uncomfortable. Number 5, you fear the feelings of discomfort. Number 6, you hide your imperfections from yourself and dodge discomfort by doing something safer, such as playing computer games. Number 7, you repeat this exasperating process until you get off this contingent worth merry-go-round by working to do better while not demanding perfection from yourself. A perfectionism-procrastination combination contributes to what Rockefeller University professor Bruce McEwen describes as an allostatic load. This is a wearing and tearing of the body due to stress. If you hear your inner voice telling you that if you are not great, you are a big nothing, you found an anxiety belief that adds to your allostatic load. Uncoupling yourself from this thinking can help end this perfectionism-related stress. Perfectionism is a changeable form of dichotomous thinking. In this fictional world, you can only be worthy by being perfect. How well you do reflects your global self-worth. However, you are always more complex in what you produce, and so you can't be either perfect or imperfect.